Donald Trump is not even hiding it anymore. He is normalizing sexual predators inside the White House. Let me explain. So yesterday, Donald Trump held a press conference in the afternoon where he announced a new sports, fitness, and nutrition initiative. It was targeted at elementary school kids and middle school and high school kids. Donald Trump also announced certain things for college students, like he wants to remove payments to college athletes. But who do you think were the main people appointed to Donald Trump's committee to deal with these children? And that's what this was about, nutrition and other things for children. It was a sexual predator by the name of Lawrence Taylor. Now, Lawrence Taylor is a former NFL football player, and he pled guilty to raping a 16-year-old girl. He is a registered sex offender right now. I don't even think he would be allowed, given that status, to be around underage children in a formal capacity. I mean, would you want your school's principal hiring someone who raped a 16-year-old girl, a sexual predator, to be a gym teacher or work at the school? Well, Donald Trump brought this guy into the White House, and Donald Trump has always been, a big fan of Lawrence Taylor. Donald Trump had Lawrence Taylor on the campaign trail. Do you remember when Donald Trump did that speech in New Jersey and claimed there was like 150,000 people there and there weren't? Lawrence Taylor spoke at that event. So Donald Trump goes back with Lawrence Taylor. Who else was at this event? A guy by the name of Triple H, a WWE wrestler, who's an executive at the WWE. He's married to Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie McMahon is the daughter of Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon formally resigned from the WWE in 2024. He stepped down also as the CEO in 2022 amid very serious sex trafficking allegations and sexual assault allegations and cover-ups that were taking place at the WWE. A lot of the victims from this time period allege that WWE and their executives were aware of the cover-up and forced the women to sign non-disclosure agreements to cover up what Vince McMahon did. And you have this wrestler Triple H, again, married to Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie now is one of the people who runs the WWE. He's like a chief content officer or a chief talent officer. And I'll go back and read for you some of the types of things that Vince McMahon would include in his story plots about Stephanie and about her being underage and him giving her to his friends. Some real sick stuff. I mean, it was the fictional plot, but knowing Vince McMahon's history, the fact that he would write that into story plots, he would also want, according to Stephanie, her dad would want incest story plots, and she said that was kind of going too far for her. But I guess the other story plots were okay. I'll read you some of that stuff. And by the way, this all happens on the same day that Virginia Giuffre's family is speaking out about Donald Trump's statements that Jeffrey Epstein stole her. Remember what Donald Trump said on Air Force One? Donald Trump said that Epstein stole his help at Mar-a-Lago, and Virginia Giuffre was working as a towel girl, underage, previously homeless at Mar-a-Lago. And Trump said the reason that his friendship with Epstein ended was that Epstein would steal his property, which Trump considered to be these, I guess, underage towel girls like Virginia Giuffre who worked at Mar-a-Lago. And then Trump said, and then after Giuffre, Epstein did it again. But the Giuffre trafficking took place around 2000. In 2002, Donald Trump said that Epstein is a great guy who likes women on the younger side. Epstein and Donald Trump still remain friends really through 2004, 2005. So that would mean that Donald Trump was very much aware of the sex trafficking that took place. All right, let's go through this one by one. Here you can see Lawrence Taylor's rap sheet right here. You see it right here. He pled guilty. And as American Bridge 21st Century says, today Donald Trump, that was yesterday, launched a program for kids at the White House alongside disgraced footballer Lawrence Taylor, a registered sex offender who raped a 16-year-old girl. He's not even hiding the fact that he's okay hanging out with sexual predators that target underage girls. And he brings them into the White House. As this account, War Monitor, says, Trump invited Lawrence Taylor, a registered sex offender who pled guilty to raping a 16-year-old girl, to a White House kids event. It's like he's trying to normalize it. Chris Hayes says, on the day Virginia Giuffre's family is speaking out about how survivors are treated like trash, here's who's in the White House. So Lawrence Taylor spoke at the event, and frankly, Lawrence Taylor didn't know why he was there. He's like, I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. I'm not really sure what my role is at all, but I'm honored to serve. I just want you to think about it. Donald Trump bringing a sexual offender, sexual predator into the White House. The guy doesn't even know why he's there. And Donald Trump's putting this guy, though, in a position to work with little children. Think about that. Here's what Lawrence Taylor says. Here, play this clip.
I'm just proud to be on this team. I don't know why. I don't know what we're supposed to be doing, but I'm here to serve, and I'm here to serve you. Okay, so I'm going to do the best I can for as long as I can. Thank you very much.
Nobody like him.
Just so you can hear Lawrence Taylor say it in his own words, Lawrence Taylor was like, look, when it's that 16-year-old girl, he goes, I didn't pick her up at no playground. He goes, she wasn't hiding behind a school bus. He goes, she was a working girl. She was a prostitute. I didn't ID her. So I'm not a bad guy. That's what he said. Play this clip. He said this 14 years ago when it happened. Here, play this clip.
Today you pleaded guilty to having sex with an underage woman. She was 16. She claims you should have known it. Did you?
No, that's not my MO. I've been around kids and people all my life, I'm not the cause of prostitution, and sometimes I make mistakes and I may go out there, but I didn't pick her up in no daggone playground.
Yeah.
She wasn't at hiding behind a school bus or getting off a school bus. This is a working girl that came to my room, and I don't know what her age was. Didn't know. I asked her age. She told me she was 19. But now it is what it is. I don't really worry about that. My beef is not with her. My beef is not with the media. You know what? I'll take my punishment like I should. But I'm just, my problem is at home with my wife. So that's the only one I have to really answer to.
She says that she had been beaten and coerced to go there by someone, presumably someone described, I guess, as a pimp. Did you approach this pimp, and did you notice that she'd been beaten, as she put it?
Well, says she's been beaten and stuff, and we've had her affidavit saying that she was just trying to get away from the pimp. And she was sorry that I got caught up in all the fray and all the aftermath and stuff. But now all of a sudden, now it's something different. I guess it's suit time now, so it's a different story. I don't get down like that. I don't play games like that. I mean, I'm not in that type. I'm not physical. I'm not a violent person. I don't get down like that. And if I would have known, and I would have to say she wasn't, but she may have gotten beaten, beaten later because she didn't come in that room like that.
How did it happen that you solicited her services through someone? Tell me about how that went.
Well, it happens sometimes,
Tell me how it happened that day.
Okay. Well, I've been on the road for about 10, 11 days and stuff. And I came into town and actually I made a phone call to a friend of mine that, and he made a phone call. And
what'd you say to the friend?
Have a nice day. I don't know.
You asked him to find you somebody?
Yeah, but I tell you, it's the world of prostitution. I mean, you never know what you're gonna get. If it's gonna be a pretty girl, ugly girl, or whatever it's gonna be.
Or a young girl.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You can only ask. I don't card them. I don't ask for birth certificate, but
So that guy was at the White House. Who else was at the White House dealing with these little children? As I mentioned before, you have Triple H. Triple H, one of the WWE executives. I told you, as an organization, WWE is tainted, in my opinion, by these sex trafficking scandals involving their former founder and chairman, Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon's daughter, Stephanie, now runs the company. I'm not going to play this video of Vince and Stephanie in one of the scenes that they did together because of WWE's potential copyright, even though I believe it's fair use. But let me read to you what Stephanie says to her dad in this scene. So just show the photo. She's crying in the scene, and she says, "You know what, Dad? I apologize for my whole life for letting you manipulate and use me. My whole life just to be the target of my father's eye. Let's have some fun here. Every time I went on stage with one of your associates, I was 17 years old. And you don't think they told me what? What did you promise them you would do? And you know what, Dad? I did it. I did for you the things that were done to me, and I'm wrong about myself, that I let you do this to Zach Gowen. I don't want so much about him anymore. Maybe because it's one of my last hunts. Maybe because he is the last thing that can save me. I won't let you do this to me, Dad. And if that means you will throw me out, then fine. But maybe you will lose that person who never took care of you. The only person wanting to be like you, me. Maybe I just don't care about your life anymore." And so she says, I was 17 years old. I mean, this is a fictional plot, allegedly, right? This is, just to be clear, but this is what they wrote into their scripts together. And do you know what your business friends did to me when I was 17 years old? There's also weird scenes of them like kissing each other from WWE. But here's Donald Trump announcing Triple H's involvement. And you'll hear Donald Trump introduce him right here and say, here he is, WWE champion. Here, play this clip.
14-time WWE world champion, and he's a man who you're not going to mess around with. Even Bryson said, I think I'll take a pass on him, right? You're going to take. And he's another one who's been my friend for a long time. He's really an amazing athlete. Triple H. Here he is. Oh, that's still very strong. He's a strong guy. And it's great to have you. And you felt very strongly about this, about the council.
100%.
All right. Now, again, this happened on the same day that Virginia Giuffre's brother spoke out to the press and said, you know, look, I'm shocked by Donald Trump saying that they stole her, as though my sister, Virginia Giuffre, has since died by suicide, that she was like property. Here, play this clip.
I think we were shocked by it. Especially to use the term stolen, because she's not an object. She's a person who's recruited at Mar-a-Lago, his property, place where she was looking forward to having fun that summer. And it just kind of makes us wonder, how much he knew.
And when Donald Trump was asked about Epstein stealing girls, underage girls from Mar-a-Lago, here's what Donald Trump said at that press conference, where again, Trump is standing next to a rapist, a sexual predator in Lawrence Taylor, a registered sex offender who none of us would want anywhere near our neighborhood. We wouldn't want this guy to live near us or work, right? Trump's bringing this guy into the White House, and then Trump is talking about Epstein stealing his help. Here, play this clip.
Family of Virginia Giuffre released a statement overnight in response to some of the comments that you made this week. You said that Jeffrey Epstein stole people from Mar-a-Lago. At the time, did you know why he was taking those young women, including Virginia?
No, I didn't know. I would figure it was ABC fake news that would ask that question, one of the worst. But no, I don't know really why. But I said, if he's taking anybody from Mar-a-Lago, he's hiring or whatever he's doing. I didn't like it. And we threw him out. We said, we don't want him, at the place. This is a story that's been known for many years, as you know. But it's, I didn't like it that he was doing that. Yeah.
Now, also at this press conference, you had Harrison Butker. Harrison Butker is that NFL player, kicker for Kansas City Chiefs. And he's the one who gave that speech that was very anti-LGBTQ and said, women, your role is in the kitchen and to raise families. Donald Trump makes this weird statement to Butker and says, you're a really handsome man. Here, play this clip.
He's a handsome guy, by the way. It's usually not my thing, but he is a good looking sucker.
And again, just to remind you who Butker is, here was his speech that he gave at a commencement speech that was that he said all that stuff. Here, play this clip.
It is safe to say that over the past few years, I've gained quite the reputation for speaking my mind. I never envisioned myself nor wanted to have this sort of a platform, but God has given it to me, so I have no other choice but to embrace it and preach more hard truths about accepting your lane and staying in it. For the ladies present today, congratulations on an amazing accomplishment. You should be proud of all that you have achieved to this point in your young lives. I want to speak directly to you briefly because I think it is you, the women, who have had the most diabolical lies told to you. How many of you are sitting here now about to cross this stage and are thinking about all the promotions and titles you are going to get in your career? Some of you may go on to lead successful careers in the world, but I would venture to guess that the majority of you are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world.
And then finally, as Donald Trump departed that White House event, again, an event for children, and he has Lawrence Taylor there. Oh my God. Seriously. I mean, again, this shouldn't be a red state, blue state, independent Democrat. This should be a good versus evil thing. I mean, what are you doing? Why are you bringing the registered sex offender to be a counselor for children? What are you doing? And he doesn't even know why he's there. Anyway, Donald Trump leaves, and you can see him like kind of spasm, like Trump can't control his body. And again, I think there's something seriously physically going on with him, but judge for yourself. Here, play this clip.
Can I ask you about Mr. President? Can I ask you about
And just so you all remember, I mean, the sex trafficking allegations against Vince McMahon are horrific. They talk about how there was multiple women. I mean, the most heinous things it's being alleged that he did to these women, and how he paid them off. And one of the people who worked at WWE is now John Laurentis, I believe, is working with the victims now, I think, and has revealed the truth about what he was forced to do by Vince McMahon. And a lot of people are saying the executives were involved in the cover-up, at least, or silencing the victims. There are people who say that. So this is who Donald Trump is having deal with children, as Donald Trump is covering up the Epstein files and giving immunity to Ghislaine Maxwell and treating, I'm just letting you know why he's doing this. He wants to normalize sexual predation. He wants to normalize, this criminal conduct, so that it's everybody's doing it. This is just the way everybody is. It's really sick. It's really sick. But you saw it for yourself. We laid it all out there for you. We hit subscribe. Let's get to 6 million. Thanks for watching.
The truth is more important than ever. Check out our new Truth Over Lies collection at store.MeidasTouch.com. All 100% USA union made.